What's up guys, I'm FC7 and welcome back to a brand new football transfer video. And I'm very happy and delighted to finally say that Raheem Sterling fucks off to Manchester City and we absolutely robbed them by £49 million. It's a £44 million plus £5 million deal in add-ons, and I think it's just daylight robbery for a 20-year-old young kid who scored 7 goals last season in the Premier League. He's nowhere near worth that amount of money. Let me know what do you think about that in the comments below. I think Sterling was worth between 20, 25, maybe £30 million, but because he's English and because he's a young player, his price is just out of this world. I mean, if you think about some of the foreign players that came into the league, Diego Costa 32 million, Ozil 38 million, Sanchez 32 million, Aguero 38 million, only Di Maria and Torres were more expensive in the history of the Premier League football than Raheem Sterling, and that's crazy because he's nowhere near the finished article. He's nowhere near as good as Torres was in his prime at Liverpool. He's nowhere near as good as Suarez was when he was the best player at Liverpool. He's not even our best player at the moment at the club. I think Coutinho and Sturridge are both better players than Raheem Sterling right now, and I just can't believe that Man City finally paid £49 million for him. It's just absolutely crazy. Yes, he's a very good player, and yes, he has the potential to become a player who is worth £50 million, but he has a terrible attitude. And I read a lot of articles about this. I just got home, I was waiting, I was actually really looking forward to making this video for you guys. First of all, finally, the longest and ugliest transfer saga of the summer is over, and I'm very happy about that, because I was absolutely sick and tired of reading about Raheem Sterling and his antics in the last few weeks and months since the winter time. He was linked with the transfer away from Liverpool, and actually I'm very sad that we couldn't keep a player of that caliber, but he will earn £200,000 per week at Man City as a 20-year-old. I can understand why he turned down 100 grand a week at Liverpool, because at Man City, you know, he will play in the Champions League, he will challenge for trophies and titles, but he will never have what he had at Liverpool. Amazing fan base, and also a manager who develops young players like no other manager does in the Premier League. Maybe Arsene Wenger. Luis Suarez, he had a similar story where he wanted to leave before last summer, and Suarez made him train with the reserves, with the kids, and then 1 year later he got his dream move to Barcelona, but he couldn't praise Rodgers enough. Luis Suarez, who is now one of the top 3 best strikers in the world, and he was so grateful and so humbled and honored that Rodgers made him one of the best players in the world. Make no mistake, when Suarez joined Liverpool, he was a brilliant player, but he was nowhere near that level which he reached under Brendan Rodgers, and he praised Rodgers so much when he left to Liverpool. On the other hand, Raheem Sterling and his camp leaked stories to the media that it was because of the manager that he has to leave Liverpool. He reportedly has fallen out with Rodgers, and I cannot understand why Sterling has done that. Out of all the people in his career, he should be the most grateful to Brendan Rodgers, who gave him a chance as a 17-year-old. Guys, he was in high school. He was in fucking high school when he was starting for Liverpool every single week. And if it wasn't for Rodgers, he would still be sitting on the bench at another club, trying to prove himself. And now he will earn £50 million in 5 years at Man City. He signed a contract. He will sign a contract after Monday. He will go on his medical on Monday, and after that he will reportedly sign a 5-year contract which is worth 10 1.4 million pounds per year. So that's 50 million pounds in 5 years. And it was because of Rodgers, and it was because of Liverpool that we gave him the chance to develop and become a proven Premier League player. And make no mistake, Sterling is not a finished article. So if my club was to sign a player who is 20 years old and he scored 10 goals last season, he scored 11 goals the season before that, and he's just nowhere near worth that much. It just proves how much the English players' prices are inflated like crazy, man. And I'm not sure Sterling will start every week at Man City, because Man City have world-class players and Sterling is nowhere near world-class. I watched every single Liverpool game last season, well, like 99% of them, and Sterling missed so many great chances. His final ball, his decision making is nowhere near the finished article, and he missed some open goals, some one-on-ones from 5 or 6 yards. He couldn't even hit the target when the keeper was diving the other way and he blasted it over. And when Sterling's form dipped in the last 6 months, I was of the opinion that if a crazy offer like 50 million pounds come in for him in the summer, sell him. And then after what he did in the summer, his whole behavior, his attitude, when he said he will refuse to go on tour, then I said just get him out of the club. We are better off with 50 million, and I just pray and hope that Liverpool learned from their mistakes. Because last time when we sold Torres, we squandered that money. We bought Andy Carroll. When we sold Suarez for 75 million, we didn't invest the money properly. Liverpool, if they want to progress as a football club, they must learn at least from their own mistakes. If we don't invest this money wisely, then there is just no hope. There is just no hope for us. We must sign a big very good striker. I say break the bank for somebody like Lacazette or Royce, or try and sign both, or get a very good playmaker in like Pjanic, get a good defensive midfielder in like Illaramendi, strengthen the team even more so we have a serious chance of challenging for top 4. Because if Liverpool keep making the same mistakes, we will face this situation every single summer. Do you think Coutinho will stick around when he will become even better in 1 or 2 seasons and we finish 5th or 6th? No, he will go to Barcelona, he will go to Real Madrid, or he will go to another big club in England, and we will face this same situation every single year if we don't invest, if we don't buy the right players. It's vital to invest the money that we get from Raheem Sterling. And I'm just happy that this greedy motherfucker is out of the club. I'm sorry for swearing, guys, but I was just sick and tired of his antics and his whole camp. His agent is an absolute asshole, so I'm just happy that he will fit right in at Man City. No disrespect to them, but they are all about the money, and Sterling is also all about the money apparently. So let me know what they think about this in the comments below. I don't think Sterling will develop at the rate at Man City. I don't think Sterling will develop at the rate that he would have developed at Liverpool, but we will wait and see. I'm sure he will have a good career at Man City, but he will never get as many chances as a 17 or 18-year-old at any other club other than Liverpool. So that was my video about Raheem Sterling going to Man City. Let me know what do you think in the comments below, and leave a like if you enjoyed this. See you later, guys. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.